What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dre Bone 777 again, and I'm back. And today what I want to talk about is three things that a lot of console gamers been arguing about. Now, the three things are the console that sells the most is the best console. The second one is specs doesn't matter, and the third one is getting what you pay for. So let me explain this, okay? Now, I've talked about consoles that sold the most really isn't the best, and I'm going to keep repeating it again. So let me say it like this. The console that sells the best is not really the best console, because it can be the power on it can be weak and stuff like that. Not only that, what I go by is the usage and how much people really like the console. From an individual point of view, it's not going to be the best, and it's not going to be the most used. For example, look at the Wii. You see, the Wii was the best selling console last generation, but it was also the least used console, so not a lot of people enjoyed it or use it, and that's what I was saying. Sales doesn't mean that it could make it sell in the long run. What I mean by that is, if nobody's using it, then the sales in the long run is not going to be as good. You see, that's why the PS3 and the 360 are selling now more than ever, because people have more usage out of it. And I don't see how we could even talk about sales anyway if we're not a shareholder in a company, we don't own any stock in the company, and you don't even get paid to work for the company. Plus, most of you guys don't really market your products right, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But now, let me talk about how specs really don't matter, and this is a myth too. Now, yeah, the specs shouldn't be the most important thing, but specs do matter though. To me, specs is about almost everything on your device. That's a little bit of vodka there. Yeah, like I was saying, the specs is almost everything in the device. Like what type of processor it uses, what are all the features it has. Even having different controllers are part of the specs. What type of music that they put in the background on the game, those is all specs, so they are a little bit important. Plus, the specs actually makes people enjoy a console or a game a little bit more better. Well, product in general. You know what I'm saying? Now, and here's the thing. A lot of people go by appearance. Appearance is very important. Now, I know you shouldn't really judge a book by its cover, but appearance is really important. For example, if you wanted to go on a date, you don't want your date to come any old way. It gotta look appealing. It gotta look nice. It gotta be eye candy. So, yes, appearance and specs, it really do kind of matter, because it will catch people's attention a little bit better. That's why people want specs, because they feel as though they could get better usage out of it. That's why sales doesn't make the thing real good. You know what I'm saying? But that's not always the case. Anyway, though, the third thing that I want to talk about, getting what you pay for. Now it kind of goes with the other two a little bit, but here's what getting what you pay for is. Now, a lot of people confuse it. They think it's all about getting what they want, but you can't really be selfish on this, you see. Now, getting what you pay for is not just what you want, but it's something that you might actually need, or what the other person wants or needs, and you could use it to your convenience or your advantage, you see. And also, it's how much money you spend on something, you see. Now, back then, I used to market the Vita as not just a gaming device. this is an example. Like, what I was saying was that the Vita was $250. People have been saying that it's really expensive, but you bought the PSP, which was $250 as well. And look at the features that the Vita has. Has a touch screen. It also has a touch pad in the back. Also can do music. You know, you could download MP3s, use MP4s, stuff that you might even find on a tablet or smartphone. I mean, some of them even have 3G SIM cards that uses AT&T's HSPA Plus network. You know, so yeah, you get good speeds off of that, and you can play an online game on 3G. So anybody that tells you you can't, that's really untrue. But like I was saying though, most of the features that you get on the Vita, you can find those on a smartphone. You know, but it's crazy though. The fanboys will talk about a lot of these features, but they really won't even support it though when it comes out. Now, I will agree with one thing. Sony does overcharge on some things, like the proprietary memory cards. Also, the proprietary USB cord that they have for the Vita. Yeah, now that I say they're overcharging on. But for the console itself, yo, if you was just to get the console by itself, it really isn't overpriced all like that. It's actually in good range to me. I mean, what's crazy is you won't treat the Vita like the device that it really is, which is a computer, because it is a computer. But the main focus is on playing video games. But if it could do other stuff, that means it was meant for that. You see? But you'll pay the same amount for probably a smartphone or an iPod Touch, which does almost the same thing as the Vita, except it don't play games. You know, a smartphone's mainly for calling. But that's not the only thing it does, and you don't treat a smartphone as just a phone. Unless you do, I don't know. I mean, I would have said you wasted your money, you see. You would have went with a flip phone or a bar phone. So, that's what I wanted to say, though. Getting what you pay for, you better expect to pay the money for it. Like with the PS4 coming out, people expect it to be about 400. I'm going to say 450 to 600, somewhere around there. Maybe 550. I'm going to be a little bit more lenient on that. But yeah, I think that the PS4 is going to be priced between 450 and 550. I mean, if you're going to get PC like specs, you're going to get developer support, and it's supposed to stream games, and you can post them to YouTube, stuff like that. I don't think the thing's going to be cheap. You're going to get what you pay for. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're talking about all the features, you should really support it. That way, not only will your console sell well, but it will be used in the long run. That's what that needs to happen. Things really need to be used, not just sell good. They need to be used. Otherwise, casuals really won't see no interest in it. So those were my thoughts for today. I'm Dre Bone 777, and y'all have a good day. I'm gonna give y'all a drink. This is a drink to y'all. This is vodka right here. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Anyway, guys, Dre Bone 777, I'm out. Peace.